We're going to go through and like talk about like our stats and like what makes us unique applicants, and then we're going to branch out into medicine, dentistry, and allied health, like whichever one you want to go with. But before I say that, like this goes from 6 to 7, but at 7 we're having our officer elections, and we really encourage you guys to stay over and come to those and vote for officers for next year, because without like good officers, we're not going to get good speakers in next year, and like the program really needs good officers. So you're still able to nominate yourself for an office if you want that, but we definitely encourage you to stay for the elections. But with that, I think we're going to get started, and I think Juliana is going first.
Should I stand up? All right, I'm up. I'm Juliana Coleman. Where's the mic? All right, so I'm from the state of Georgia. I got an MCAT of 37R. My GPA is 3.93. And you can kind of see the list of the schools that I applied to / got into or was interviewed at. The things that make me a unique candidate would be I'm a chemistry major. I was homeschooled through high school. I spend a lot of my time now and throughout college volunteering in the international community. And my life goals are to become a missionary in the third world.
Played instruments for 12, 16 years and done medical missions in international places. But when we break into Q&A sessions, you can, I don't know, I feel like I have a passion for people who can't get that MCAT out because it just is proof that sometimes they see you for more than just a number.
Alright, so my name is Marcelo. I applied to a lot of schools. Sometimes I didn't even do a secondary application because I was tired. I feel like I'm a pretty unique applicant. I had a 4 AED Clemson. My letters of recommendation were really good. And I know that because when I interviewed people with secondary interviewers, they said, look, your letters of recommendation are some of the best I've seen. They're really, really good. My essays, I thought, were maybe one of my strongest points. And I guess my roommate can probably attest to the fact that I spent a long time writing essays for like 4 days every day of class. Beginning of the semester, all I did was work on like doing secondary application. And then, yeah, so.
Okay, so I'm Matt, and I guess you can kind of see straightforward, but I guess my big characteristic was I did Clemson in 2 years. And I applied to a lot of schools. I just listed the 4 major ones that I had like interviews, not very listed at. But what really helped was, I guess, letters of recommendation, and then it was actually pretty good stuff.
Hi, I'm Brennan. My MCAT was 28, and there's my GPA, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And I guess unique things that stand out is I was president of my sorority. I had a clinical internship at GHS, and I kind of had a connection to St. Jude through my sisters. And then you can just see what I applied to when I was accepted to.
Okay, and I'm Jennifer Ron, and I made a 31 on my MCAT, and I'm from South Carolina. What I think makes me unique is that I'm the first person in my family to go to college. I've done 3 clinical internships, and I also had to deal with the death of my father during my freshman year here at Clemson. And again, you can see the schools that I applied to where I got accepted, rejected, and so forth. I'm also going to talk about Charlie Dunn. He couldn't be here tonight, but he's from Florida, and he got into MSU, UF, and Wake Forest. And you can see like he was involved in medical missions. He was the chaplain for club soccer, really involved in campus ministry and medical internships, and he was an engineering graduate. Then we also have Matt. Sean couldn't be here tonight, but he'd really encourage you guys to get in contact with him if you were interested in DO perhaps, because he applied to both MD and DO. And he was also an out-of-state applicant to MUSC. He's from Georgia, and he got in. So if anyone's interested in contacting him, he was more than willing to get emails. And then we're going to move on to our finish.
All right. My name is Jeff Bloomquist, and I got a 22 on DAT for both parts, U2 scores on DAT. I have a 4.0, and I'm a South Carolina resident. I applied to MUSC. Those were actually the only first ones I applied to, and I got accepted to MUSC UAB. I didn't go to a Kentucky interview because it was really late, and I kind of already decided on school, and I got rejected from UNC without an interview. Unique characteristics. I worked for the SI program for 3 years, and I was a founding member of the Autism Society, which Matt, she just talked about, was actually the founder himself. And I'm currently an officer in that.
I'm Adam Harden. I got a 2020 DAT. My GPA was a 3.8. From Anderson, South Carolina. Worked at a hospital. First few years I was at Clemson. I didn't really know what I was going to do either. Med school or dental school. Just was kind of pretty late. Then I started volunteering at the dental free clinic and other dentists, and kind of just decided last summer to go to dental school. And got accepted to MUSC, got a few interviews, but that was after I got accepted, so I just didn't plan on going to this, and got rejected from North Carolina.
I'm Becca Hughes, and I made an 18 on academic, 21 on perceptual ability. I had a 4.0 from South Carolina. I worked at a free clinic for dentistry in Greenville for 3 summers and ended up with about 90 hours there, and I spent a lot of time shadowing other dentists in the area. I actually researched with Dr. Canalupo in psychology. And I only applied to MUSC and got accepted.
I'm Brian. I had a 1919 DAT. My GPA is 3.44. I've been working for a pediatric dentist with an office in Hilton Head and Beaufort for the past 4 years. I started like senior year of high school, and just kind of got more and more experience and responsibilities with him. Accepted to MUSC, rejected everywhere else. That's it.
Alright, for pharmacy school, I'm Joey Lee from South Carolina. I had a bunch of shadowing experience that paid off a lot for the interviews. I'm a tutor here through FIRST in the Academic Success Center. My first choice was MUSC, and after I got accepted there, I chose not to attend my interviews in other schools. But alright, that's all I
I'm Marley, and I think I have this near Joe's, but I'm not a good test taker as well, so if you have any questions on that, I'll talk to you about it later. And then my GPA was a 3.98, and I'm from South Carolina. I was accepted to MUSC, and then after that, I turned down South End Presbyterian because
great. But thank goodness when they're looking at you, you get base or you get scored on more things than just your PCAP, your GPA. I have a 3.55. I'm from South Carolina. I applied to both MUSC and Presbyterian College and was accepted to both, but I'm going to go into MUSC. I studied abroad a semester in Costa Rica, semi-fluent in Spanish, and I also had 3 years of pharmacy experience in both community pharmacy and in hospital.
I'm Kelly. I'm going to PT school. I got a 500 verbal, 750 quantitative on my GRE, 3.97 GPA, and I'm from North Carolina. I'm actually going to Virginia Commonwealth, but that did not start off as my first choice school. I really wanted to go to East Carolina until I went to an accepted applicant state and fell in love with Virginia Commonwealth. Unique characteristics, I'm actually a psychology major, but I got all of my prereqs done through my life science minor. I've completed both general and departmental honors as well as presented my thesis at a national convention. And I also was accepted as a Teach for America candidate and offered a job in Baltimore but turned it down. So if anyone has deferment questions, I can answer this as well.
Okay, with that, I think we're going to break out. So I think all the medical, we're going to be in this front section here. Dental's going to go in that corner, and like pharmacy and PT can go in that corner. And like you guys are more than welcome to like float in between groups if you're like interested in more than one. Like, once your questions get answered.